The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters.
Let's go to Shivan in Boston. Shivan, what's happening, brother?
I'm watching you both on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks, to the Money Masters Show. Tom will be joining me here shortly. He is in the process of doing an interview, and as soon as he's done, he'll be joining us. In the meantime, we've got the Dow up 48 points right now. S&P up 5, Composite up 7, Russell up 3. Russell, let's see here, leading the charge on the way up. New York Stock Exchange actually leading the charge up there, 0.4%. That says something right there, folks. NDX up about a quarter of a point, up 7. You've got King Dollar pulling back down 15 ticks right now. Gold up $12 out at $17.76. Silver up almost 40 cents here right now, trading out at $34.39. Light sweet crude up $1 out at $92.91 after making a retracement, about a 0.382 retracement. As I recall, we'll go take a look at the contract out there. Around the world, you've got the DAX. DAX wants to make highs, wants to shoot back all the way to the 2007 time frame. It's up 23 points here this morning. The FTSE joining in on the fun. They're up $22. Last night in Asia, had the Shanghai off $4. The Hang Seng up 4, and the Nikkei up 22 points. Our call-in number, as always, 877-927-6648. We take a look at stops popping and dropping. You got Google leading the charge dollar-wise on the way up $9 and change. Priceline right behind them, just a tad behind them, a nose behind them, up $9 and change. Well, Vail Resorts up $5. Buffalo Wild Wings up 4. Diego PLC, DEO up $2 and change. Alexion Pharmaceuticals, ALXN up a couple bucks. Steve Wynn Resorts up $2. Transdigem, TDG. Try saying that 3 times in a row, folks, fast. That's up a couple bucks as well. Las Vegas Sands also in on the game. Carnival Cruise Lines, Amazon up about $1 and change. To the downside, leading things to the downside, you got FactSet Research up down $4. Ashland Inc. off a couple bucks, and Nixter International, AXE, they're getting the axe this morning. They're down 4%. That is a couple bucks. Apple off $2 and change. Forward Air Corp down 6%. FWRD, you've got Tesla Motors off 7% this morning. The big one on the way down, ran into a Mack truck. The ticker symbol is MACK. That's Merrimack Pharmaceuticals, down 17%. Again, 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the actual indexes, see where Stevie believes that they are headed to here. If we take a look at the S&P 500, trading out right now at 1462. Whether or not today's going to be another sideways trading move or not, I'm not sure. But folks, you should have your gunpowder ready because this market wants higher price. Whether or not it's going to be today, it has been consolidating since September 13th. It has been working a overbought area off as far as its retracement. If you just simply take a look at its last leg, has not even done a 0.382 retracement from swing point low to high. That swing point low is September 4th out at 1396.56, and that swing point high when it came in at September 14th. Looks like a shooting star, but that ain't no shooting star out there. There is no resistance when we take a look at the S&P 500, other than just simply, working off the overbought area, and it basically is done, folks. So, if you take a look at the next stop on the S&P 500, what you'll be looking at is the 1.618 expansion of swing points. That expansion of swing points that we're looking at, that's going to go all the way back to the highs on April 2nd. That's 1422.38, all the way down to the low of June 4th when it was down at the 1266.74 level. You take that distance, folks, and you go ahead and multiply that by 1.618, add that to the June 4th low. That's going to take you up to 1519, 1518. 57 to be exact. That is where, on the little longer-term basis, that's one area, that's one target range for the S&P 500 as far as what it wants to run into. If we take a look at just simply the smallest A to B equals CD pattern out here, well, let's take a look at the actual smallest one would be this one right here. Let's see where that takes you up to. That takes you up to a price point of $14.95, then $15.07, and it's that 1.618 level at $15.23 where it would go to. If we take a look at another smaller A to B equals CD out here on the S&P 500, you're going to see that's going to take you into that $15.20 level as well. That's where the S&P 500 wants to head to. Let's go take a look at the Dow. If we take a look at the Dow Industrials trading out at 13,611 right now, and then we'll go switch over to we'll switch over to a couple things. One, we'll switch over to the trannies. I showed that on the 9 o'clock show, and folks, if you haven't had a chance to check out my 9 o'clock show, I kick things off each morning. I give you the opening call. That's the Trader's Edge show. The archives of those shows are on Channel 9, just as the archives of this show are on Channel 10. We take a look at the first next move in the Dow. It's a 1.272 expansion. Now, I'd say that's already completed. The actual price projection looks like about 13,000. Well, it got up to a 13,653 range. 13,692 would have been the full 1.272 expansion where the Dow really wants to head to. It wants to get up to 14,144. That would be your 1.618 expansion of the same set of swing points that we're looking at. Again, that's going back into the not the same set of swing points. That goes to the May 1st, 2012 high, 13,339. I'm going to round it down to the swing point low on June the 4th, out at 12,035. That, if you take that distance that it traveled, you go ahead and multiply it times 1.618, add it to the lows of 12,035. That's what will take you to 14,144. Doesn't do it overnight. But that is where she wants to head to. Let's go take a look. Oh, I did say we'd go take a look at the trannies. So let's go back here. Let's take a look at the transports. Why the transports? Because it is one of the indexes out there. If you do follow Dow theory out there, you did see the transports here disconnect. Those are going to be reconnecting up here. I believe they've already reconnected up. It's why you want to really understand the signs that the bulls and the bears make out there, folks. If you haven't had a chance, go over to the homepage at TFNN.com. You absolutely want to go ahead and download my free report out there. That free report, folks, is called Candlesticks, Silent Signals. And download that because I'll teach you about my hammer candle and a way to look at it through a prism of your glasses, a way that's a secret. It's absolutely a secret that I share with you. And if you use that secret, and if you do trade hammer candles, or at least you're aware of them, it'll open your eyes up to a whole new way in order to be able to trade. You want to, folks, the language of the markets. I can't imagine, my English is, okay, but even with okay English and grammar, what have you, I'm still able to speak with you here, mostly just because of the energy that I've got. But, I can't imagine. I certainly wouldn't be able to do this, so I wasn't able to read, I wasn't able to write, I wasn't able to put together a sentence. I didn't understand language, right? The language of the markets. How can you possibly trade these markets without understanding how the market is communicating to you? It is easy to understand. It's much easier than learning a foreign language. I know it may look foreign when you take a look at these stock charts here and you see these, in my case here, if you're watching this on Tiger TV, you see these green bars up and red bars down, and you say, how do those things mean anything? Well, when you took a look at the transports and where it was moving down into, it was moving down into an area of support set up by two separate candle patterns. They're called Three River Morningstar candle patterns. Takes three candles. Some candlesticks give you a signal on one candle. Others, it might be two. This happens to be a three candle pattern out there. But if you were a reader of the markets, if you were a reader of these charts and you knew that the transports were pulling down in that area, you knew that the line was drawn right there in the sand. That until the area of support got broken, you didn't have much to worry about. Yes, things can come decoupled, and that's exactly what you had occur out here. And when I say decoupled, the black line here represents the Dow. The candles that you're looking at, those are the candles for the Dow transports, the 20 stocks that are in there. Stocks like Alaska Air, C.H. Robinson, Conway, CSX, Delta Airlines, Expeditors International, FedEx, UPS, Union Pacific, companies like that. Now, it came decoupled. It came decoupled for 5 days, and what it was doing, it was pulling back into these two separate three-river morning stars. One that it really tested was the bottom area that happened to be the setup from the July 24th, July 25th, and July 26th level. Folks, you want to understand how the market is communicating to you on a continuous basis out there. And so, in fact, if you have never test drove my newsletter, go to the homepage at tfnn.com, put down a $149 deposit. It's an unconditional money-back guarantee. More education than you could possibly imagine contained in that newsletter. Print them out. Get a leaflet. When I say print them out, they're usually about 60 to 70 pages worth of newsletter out there with all kinds of charts, a total educational series. Go ahead and print those out. Get a nice big 3-ring binder. Even if you just utilize my services for 29 days, you owe it to yourself to do that. So what did the transports do here yesterday? Came back into the support area and created what? Created a bullish candle here. Just because it's green doesn't mean it's bullish. That's a piercing candle. You're getting follow through today. The transport's now participating, and I suspect here is one of the areas where you had a little bit of a disconnect, and now we will start to see the markets chugging and moving higher. That is what they want to do out there. If we take a look at what is lagging here today, really only Apple down 15 cents, so no big deal out there. Let's go take a look at the Apple chart. Apple yesterday moving down into an area of support. It was moving also into a candle pattern. It was moving into an area where there was originally resistance, which was set up by a bearish engulfing candle. That was done on September the 10th out there. That high was 683.29, 17 million shares. When that area of resistance was taken out, it was taken out with volume, taken out with 21 million shares the week of September the 13th out there. As Apple pulled back yesterday, pulled back with 22 million shares, couldn't bust it down. Apple wants to go ahead and bust it up. That means it wants to get into the 705, maybe the 699 level. But what Apple really wants to do, 714, is at least its next level. Of course, with Apple, it defies gravity. It defies chart patterns out there, but the candles do tell you when it's going to rest, when it's tired, and Apple now looks like it is just simply building some energy to move higher out there. If we take a look at some of the other things here moving in the markets, let's go take a look at gold. You've got gold here trading out at price point of $17.76. That's up $11 and change here right now. This is the intraday chart here. Let's see, do we have any big spikes? You do have a nice volume spike in gold coming in at about 10:10 as we were coming on the air. 6,000 contracts. You had another little sign of strength out here with about 6,000 contracts at 8:40. Also 5,000 contracts at 8:30. Looks like gold is done resting and wants to get up into that 1781 level. 877-927-6648. Dow up 48 points. S&P up 5. We'll be right back, folks.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and the Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kay Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
80% of traders fail because they don't know when to get in or out of a market, and all because no one taught them how to read the signs. You see, the stock market has a universal language called Japanese candlesticks, and each day, the buyers and sellers, the bulls and bears, go to work and build signs. This language has been around for thousands of years, and it's easy to learn. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters Show, and I'm a master sign builder. Download my free report, Candlesticks, The Speed of Trust, on the homepage of TFNN.com for one of the best-kept candlestick secrets. I'll also be conducting an online course Friday, October 19th, to teach you the language of the market's sign builders. You'll learn the best entry and exit techniques and strategies that will create extraordinary rewards. The course will be archived so you can review it as many times as you like, because trading or investing without learning this language is like running a red light. It's an accident waiting to happen, and there's no airbags or seatbelts. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow up 50. Nasdaq's up 4. S&P's are up 10. How'd you get that pop out there, man?
Hey, baby. It's just some fuel in the fire.
Fuel in the fire, huh?
You know, market just working off all that overbought condition without much of a pullback out there. Ready to take off.
I'm telling you, man, I think the market's ready to croak.
I know. Which is great.
There's no doubt. Once I get my screens up, I do appreciate the patience, folks. But watching the markets last night, yes. I mean, Europe has no traction, man. Yeah. Absolutely no traction. And the DAX, we know that the DAX had that volume the last 2 weeks, okay?
Yes.
And so the real key is going to be, I think that, okay, when's that get tested, number one?
Yeah.
You know, and does the volume keep going?
Yeah, yeah. I say yes.
I know. Listen, I know you do, man. When I saw the market coming back last night, I was thinking about you. I says, "Oh man, look at this thing." I mean, because yesterday, you know, the market, no doubt, yesterday had a shot to go south. But when I was doing the update of the newsletter, and folks, at 2:00 in the afternoon yesterday, the NYSE only had 263,000, million shares. It was like, give me a break. That ain't going to fly.
Yeah.
Now, the small caps, different ballgame.
No, small caps, absolutely. You know, if you're looking for weakness, you know, that is the place where weakness is hanging around.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely no question out there. And you got to be cognizant of different, signals that are out there, and certainly the small caps is one. And you picked up on it very early on when it tested the swing point high, did it with light volume, rejected it.
Yeah, no.
And has moved lower. So no question about that. There's some other things that I take a look at for confirming signals. Divergence. Right. I love divergence out there.
Yep.
Because you can learn just so much from divergence.
You can.
And so there's some things that, and really I've been with the market being at these levels, with it moving sideways, with me having taken out my horns,
right,
shining them up, sharpening them up. What I've been really featuring in my newsletter in the morning, are all these different signs of divergence that you would look for when you would see any kind of significant market top. Doesn't mean the market can't pull back more, but it is really working through that overbought area.
No. Well, and my king dollar got to get moving. That's the bottom line. The correlation, folks, is so direct. It's so cool. It's unbelievable. It really is. Oh, listen to this. Okay, folks, let me tell you something. When you hear something that someone claims is factual,
yes,
what to do is jump right on your computer right away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So,
yes.
What happened is that I just finished an interview.
Okay, right.
What was happening is that as I'm on to it, right?
Yeah.
I hear Mark Hilbert. Mark Hilbert. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy, folks. Okay.
Analyzes all the newsletters.
Analyzes the newsletters. Well, someone better analyze him. So I just analyzed them. Okay,
good. I love it.
So he's out of his mind. That's the bottom line. Absolutely out of his mind. Well, let me rephrase this. Okay. This quote came from the 9 o'clock show on CNBC.
Okay.
So this is still a third party, but that third party said flat out that there is no correlation. So listen to this. I got to get this. If you
between the U.S. dollar index and the markets, or
I'm sure someone subscribes to him out there. I got to get this thing in writing because this is what he said this morning.
Okay.
Well, this is what they said. They said that he came out this morning and said there's no correlation between the transports and the Dow Industrial. If you swear to God, if you actually look at it, and he says that correlation is not there. Now listen to this, folks. Okay. With that context, yesterday we did this. Okay, but I'm going to do it again today, just so you can see the correlation.
Yes, right. I'm
going to take the transports, and we're going to put them back 30 years.
Yeah.
We'll find out if there's a correlation. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're going to compare it to the
Dow.
To the Dow. And when you see this, it is as sick as you get. It's one of the best correlations I've ever seen. And in fact, when it doesn't correlate, the market's toast.
Yeah.
So you can see this chart here is going back to 1983.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And that's as far as I can bring it back.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you get a direct correlation. Now, and if you look at this, folks, we're looking at a yellow line and a white line. The white line is the transports. The yellow line is the Dow Industrial.
Yeah.
Okay? And what you'll see is that bottom line, it's
as correlated as you possibly can.
It's as good as you can get.
That's right.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Now, what you also see in here, okay, and this is what is really a big heads up as far as I'm concerned, is that let's see, in 1999, the Dow kept going, the transports kept going. You can't see the correlation, meaning that, okay, what went first?
Yes.
But guess what? 2007, the transports absolutely went first.
That's right.
6 months before the market went.
That's right. That's
okay?
right. Yes.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. All you Tigers and Tigresses, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We get the Bulls, the Bears, the Tigers, the Tigresses. We got it all happening here. We're going to be right back, folks.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. If you're a trader thirsty for knowledge, then we have the perfect event for you. Tom O'Brien will be hosting a live 4-hour dynamic trading strategies workshop on September 29th in the Tampa area. This one-of-a-kind workshop takes place from 8 a.m. till noon and is completely free. We'll even be giving away almost $2,000 in door prizes randomly drawn from those that attend live. Along with diagnostic trading expert Daryl Martin, Tom O'Brien will teach you how to identify and set up your trades using dynamic trading strategies, and Daryl Martin will teach you his diagnostic trading formula, including the strategy, system, and style that gives you an edge in this market. For more information and to reserve your spot today for the September 29th free Dynamic Trading Strategies Workshop in Tampa, please visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't wait to act as space is limited. Sign up today. In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, folks. Dow Industrials right now is up 37. Nasdaq up 9. S&Ps are up 2.5. We have gold up $9. That King Dollar, man. Where's my crown? Where's that Burger King? We need some of those Burger.
I'll go back out.
Hey, remember we had those Burger King crowns?
You bet. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get those back.
Hey,
I got our Santa hat. Still off to the side that one of the gals was kind of sending to us. So
that's right.
Hard to believe, but we're already into fall.
Was
right?
it Susan from Boca Raton? I think. No. Who was it?
I don't recall who it was.
Okay,
but we'll find out.
Yeah. Wow.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks in a low volume market. What do we have out here? Okay, so let's see. What do I got?
You're in the transport.
I got the transports
up. So we actually can see
okay, so we'll take a look at the transports first. Okay, you get United Parcel, UPS. That's up $1.28. Norfolk is still going. Well, it's only down 27 cents. No big deal. You get Kansas City Southern up 31. Let's go over to the S&Ps and see what we have happening inside the S&Ps. So you have what's Staples? Staples is done, man. Staples down 48 cents. We'll bring that up in a second, but that they got big problems. Carnival Corporation, everyone must be taking cruises. That's up $1.16. Kraft Food is down 18. Let's see what SPLS. Let's see what this baby's doing. Okay, so she already gapped away. Bring this back a little bit further. See what we got here. Man, oh man. This is problems in paradise. Holy cow. It just makes sense, too. It's wild. She's going after her low. So we're at 11.89. She's going to be going after this, let's see. Yeah, that $6.83. Hey, you know what's wild? Think about something, folks. You know, depending where you are, in life, meaning what you want to think about is this, meaning business-wise, right?
Yes.
What businesses that can take off beyond belief and what businesses are going to get disintegrated. It seems that what the internet has done, right, is that first you take, and I'm doing the correlation that, remember how much the office, office supplies people used to make?
Oh, yeah, sure. My dad was in that business for years when he was alive.
Millions.
Yeah.
Millions. So
they sold cash. They were one of the bigger cash register calculator companies, but they made their money off the supplies.
The paper.
That was the deal.
Depending on how long you've been around, folks, okay, you would have a supply person come out to your office. They were dressed to the nails. I mean, if it was a woman, she was dressed beautifully. It was a guy right in a suit. I mean, shop beyond belief.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond belief.
Yeah.
Take the, and I always want to, big money, okay?
Yeah.
So then you have someone like Staples come along and basically take them out.
That's right. Change the whole industry.
Now you have the internet take Staples out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what you want to do, folks, is you want to figure out, in this, if I've learned anything in my life, is this, everything's sitting right in front of our nose. When you think about this. Think about how many things are in the supermarket when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And now think about how many things are. I mean, they'll
no, for sure.
Okay?
For sure.
So do you remember when there was only like 3 kinds of potato chips?
Yeah.
I mean, think about this, folks. There was like,
now you got the whole aisle.
Oh,
the whole aisle, and they can't. And it's a question of who's paying the key money, the shelf space, to actually be there.
Totally.
So now, there's some good potato chips out there.
Oh, there is, man. I've been off them for a while, but man, don't get me going. There absolutely is.
Yeah.
Especially
not like salty and sweet.
Oh, I like the vinegar and
do you like vinegar?
Salt.
Yeah.
Oh, I love vinegar.
Now, as a kid, when I used to go to the state, that's when the state fairs, which is right about this time of the year up in the Midwest, I believe, September, October time frame. When I always, my memory of the state fair, well, two things really.
Okay.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Who hasn't had
That's a weird name, isn't it?
I know.
Corn dogs. Give me a break.
Corn dogs, but mostly it was fries with vinegar.
Yeah, big time. I love that.
Which is
fries
great.
with vinegar.
And then they make potato chips now,
I know.
They're pretty vinegary tasting.
Oh, I like that, man. So the key is, folks, is if you're looking for a business, think in that context that, what has worked just door to door.
Sure.
What has worked in that area, right? Because bringing that on the internet, it'll work exponentially. Because the bottom line is that all you're going to do is buy a server, which servers cost nothing now. Not nothing, but cheap money.
Yeah.
To basically develop a service.
No, for sure. Yeah.
It's wild, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is, man. I mean, when we order in here, we don't see anyone anymore. We order. Comes the day or the day afterwards or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they send you the coupons all the time, man.
There's always there's always opportunities that are in front of folks.
Yeah.
We're in the money business. We've seen just simply when you take a look at the technology tools available to folks, just the information that's available to you. And that's one business. My son, for a while, worked at. And in a grocery, I actually worked in a grocery store chain. When I was a kid, he did the same thing, and we were talking a while back.
That's when grocery stores were unionized, and you made a fortune, huh?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No, well, tell them no. The bottom line.
Because I always wondered what the heck where my money went. Each paycheck.
But you got to picture this, folks. Okay. The grocery store business in the 60s, okay, was the best job you could get.
It was.
It was literally the best job you could get. There was a Teamster.
It was a Teamster. It was a great job. It was a great job. And, I always looked forward to working on the holidays. We got triple time,
Yeah, right.
And in essence, as a young kid, it was like, man, this is, I'll work July 4th. No problem.
Nice.
Go party, go do what you're going to do afterwards.
Totally.
But one of the things that he and I were talking about was when you take a look at all the people that are in need. Okay, because we take a look at high unemployment out there and people that certainly are in need. And so we just started having a conversation about what waste do you see go on inside your grocery store?
Right.
What do they do with all the food, that is in the fried section, the chickens?
Yeah.
What do they do with that stuff?
Right.
He was telling me they toss it.
Yeah, that's heavy.
And I said, let's picture actually creating a business where we were somehow able to mitigate their liability.
Yeah.
And I said, there's places where we could go do that. I said, we could go to Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, guys like that, buy enough insurance contracts to mitigate, the issues of their liability.
That's right.
Set up a place where, I said, because when he started picturing how much waste was done on a daily basis, that could actually go out and feed people, help people, as opposed to just go in the trash. We started multiplying at times just the number of grocery stores in their chain. Forget about taking it, around the country here.
Right.
It would solve so many problems
and
help so many people out there.
And food's so expensive. Folks, when you don't have money, food is so expensive, it's unbelievable. I mean, I go shopping a lot, and I can't stand it when I'm in there and I see a family and they're, looking at the meat and going back and forth, and I'm cognizant of it, and it's sad. I mean, that's a heavy scene, man.
Yeah, we haven't really figured it out. We've talked about it a little bit. Some of it goes back to what we do on Thanksgiving is we contact, the kids are no longer in schools, but we contact the schools and find out, schools and churches, and find out, who are the families that are in need. Now, obviously, it's growing. It's growing each year. And then what we do is just simply buy them an entire meal.
That's awesome.
Frozen turkeys open, and then deliver it anonymously. Just simply,
it's funny is that Angie and the kids have done that, and it's so cool. That is where it's at.
Oh yeah, absolutely the coolest thing that I think that, especially that time of year, because that holiday is from my standpoint, is such a cool holiday.
Yeah, it is.
It's just gotten a little bit trash with with stores now opening up on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. But when you just start taking a look, so businesses, there's opportunities always in front of us. And you talk about following your passion, and just finding something that you're passionate about. And if you do that, everything else will follow.
Yeah, it does.
And so
it does.
Anyway, so yeah.
And we get it made because we're in the trading business.
Well, you do it. The markets are always, doing something. Hey, I have got Simon Group, SPG. We haven't looked at that stock here for a while now. Every time we did look at it, though, it was always, to the moon. So what's your take on
that? Look at that. It finally gapped away.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so let's bring this up. So we get Simon Group. Now, Simon Group, folks, is the largest mall owner in the world. Okay? So bottom line is that they got it all. Okay? So what you had inside the commercial arena is this. So picture I'm going to talk this first. I'm going to talk this on a fundamental basis because I happen to know it really well. And then I'm going to talk on a technical basis. So what happened in the commercial market is everyone figured that the commercial market was going to implode.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
that's right. Yeah. I mean, that's really was kind of like that was the next shoe to fall. Yeah.
Now, folks, it did implode. Okay, but the stocks didn't implode. And the reason they didn't implode is that the banks decided not to go after the developers.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So they did two different things. The banks negotiated deals. Now, this is the perfect situation, folks, when you owe the banks too much money.
Yeah.
So they all did.
They just renegotiated their interest rates, their loans.
They gave up some properties.
Yeah.
They took care of the other properties, and the bills are still out there.
Right.
The bills are still out there.
Right.
Now, what Simon did, and what folks, and a couple of these REITs were really smart. What they did is that they pushed a huge amount of stock out at the lows. Well, guess what? When they pushed it out at the lows, cash is king.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
So what ended up happening, folks, is that two different things happened. Now, picture this. They didn't pay their bills for the ones that were done.
Sure.
Okay? And these are non-recourse loans, so it's a beautiful thing. Non-recourse loan, you're gone.
So, okay.
You come right back into the bank, and, the bank said, non-recourse loan, you need another one? No, we got another one. I mean, they have, it's amazing. Okay? So picture this. So then the second part of that deal is that now they have the cash to basically turn around and start buying some good properties.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so that's where that whole thing shakes out. Now, the loans. Okay. Now this is the second part of it. This is the cool part of it.
Yeah.
The loans are still out there. Like if we ripped apart their sheets, they're still going to have a lot of loans on properties that are no good.
Okay.
And the real key is going to be how...
But they should be able to get those refinanced.
Oh, they have. They've refinanced them like big time.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no doubt about it. with Simon, it's possible something happened here. This thing wants to, run down to $1.40 now. It's a $1.55.
Yeah.
And it's possible.
And you're just going back to that other gap. That's out there.
Yeah. I mean, this went way over highs with no volume. I mean, this thing wants to go back to $1.16.
Yeah.
It's never retraced. Now check this out though. This is kind of. I think what's happening here, this is kind of just what we were talking about versus...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is
that where you're going?
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Thought process
you're going from, hardcore asset, brick and mortar
that's right.
to and they can get...
And that's what you kind of wonder because, so much of their business is certainly based on the collection of rents.
It is.
Inside malls. You got Mall of America. You get all the malls. I operate in a bunch of Simon malls.
Absolutely.
And so you kind of, just to lead into our discussion, when you take a look at Amazon and what it has done.
That's right.
Amazon certainly, I would say, Amazon/Apple, truly taking the book business, the Borders, just truly changing up that whole thing altogether.
Talk about destruction,
right?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, major destruction. But you still do have folks that love to go out to the malls.
You know what I just figured out, too?
And just go look and window shop and touch and feel and all those types of things.
Picture this, folks, too. You know what? Panera got all of Barnes & Noble's in the bookstore business.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, because, that was a social place.
Yes, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Panera is the social place. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
They get the food, plus you can go hang out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hangout. Panera is a hangout.
Look, it is. I hadn't been in one for a while. Maybe about 7 months ago, I went into a Panera's, one not too far down the street, just to grab a salad. And when I walked in, I was surprised to see everybody just so wired in.
Yeah.
To their laptops and so forth, and also other people that were just there socializing, just had gone there just simply to hang out, socialize, and sit outside. And I was just kind of like,
right. And they get the business every day, consistent business every single day, and it's one of my places definitely. I mean, it's a full house, and they all have their shifts. If you come in on their shift, they're like looking at you. Hey, what are you doing here?
And they got sweets to go along with it.
Oh, baby.
Huh?
Oh, you better call Nico. Oh, look at. Hey, where's all your juice? Oh, see.
My juice right down here. Oh, no. I got the juice.
Let's go take a look on over the.
I don't know if the market's got the juice, but I've got the juice.
Oh, baby. These Hans are going to get me.
We
get the DAX up, 0.1%. The Spain's up 0.5. Let's see. Let me go over to the DAX first. So we take a look at this DAX. There's not much here, but you still got volume up there.
Yeah.
Hey, we get a new tiger, too. Daryl and his wife, had a baby boy.
Oh, congratulations.
Sadly,
that's great.
Daryl Martin, folks. If he's not back today, he'll be back tomorrow. I know. I was talking to him yesterday.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. They were all, Daryl was sleeping in the hospital with his wife.
Oh, that's great.
Sent me the picture Saturday morning. I woke up Saturday morning.
Oh, that's cool.
You should see this baby.
That's cool.
This baby, come out. He looks like he's 50 pounds. No, he looks like, he's a
linebacker.
He's a great looking baby. I bet he's about 7 or 10 pounds. So he's a big boy.
Oh, my goodness.
He's screaming. Nothing like new life, right?
I think is a new Nadex trader out there.
Oh, totally,
right?
man.
New Nadex.
He'll be hooked in.
Yeah.
Totally.
Now, folks. So he just had a baby boy. He's still going to be here for Saturday?
He's flying down.
Okay.
So this Saturday, folks, if you happen to be in Florida, bottom line is that we're doing a workshop. Let's see, at the Grand Hyatt in Tampa. It's from 8:30 in the morning to noontime. And Nadex is sponsoring it, so it's a free workshop. You can check it out on the front page of TFNN.
And I think he'll probably bring some pictures.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Bring pictures. That's right.
No doubt. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow Industrials right now, 53. NASDAQ up 11. S&Ps are up 4.5. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll you'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Time is the great equalizer of all mankind. Time doesn't care about winners or losers, who succeeds or fails. Time only cares that you played the game. Question: are you playing the money game? Is your money working as hard for you as you are for it? I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter service, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary. In year 1, we generated a 30% profit. Plus, I provided 26 hours of live coaching to my clients. My daily newsletter service is available by 8 a.m. each day and covers the stock, futures, currency, and commodity markets, along with all the current patterns that you can trade. Each newsletter is packed with education, and it's yours for as little as $3 per day. And for the next 30 days, you can try it risk-free. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage of tfnn.com and begin your journey to great wealth today. If you're waiting for a better tomorrow, remember this: today's tomorrow will soon be yesterday, and your clock is ticking. Mastering Probability. Now is your time.
Catch Kate Stalter on the Small Cap Roundup, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. Up next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. Folks, if you do enjoy the program at TFNN, please tell 3 people and let them know they can get it on their cell phone in their browser. You just go to tfnn.mobi. We do live programming, 9 a.m. Eastern Time to 6 p.m. And then, of course, we take that programming and do it 24 hours a day. So you can get us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Right now, we get the Dow up 46, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up 4. And, this S&P, we'll see whether we can get any juice. You get a small price spread again today.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we've got different sayings out there, right? Sell in May, go away.
Yeah.
Come back. There's also one that says, sell on the Jewish New Year, come back. So sell on Rosh Hashanah, come back on Yom Kippur. I think that is tomorrow or Thursday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it's kind of.
And that's when you buy?
That's when you buy.
Oh.
Yeah. So you got the sell.
Okay.
Was last week. You got the buy.
That's a heads up. No, that's a heads up.
Also, there's a number of different studies out there on election cycles.
Yeah.
There are also studies out there that take a look at election cycles when you have a Democratic incumbent versus a Republican, and so there's all those different things out there. The study that I've most recently looked at, that I have a lot of trust and faith in the information, suggests that when you have a Democratic incumbent in there, that we should see prices move higher up into the election cycle.
Interesting. Hey, did you see? I was asking about the September 29th deal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I went back and started looking at some of my stuff, but I didn't get a chance to.
Well, what happened is this: what I saw, I know Larry came back yesterday.
Yes.
And then I saw something across in the den. And if you've heard of Arch Crawford before, I've had Arch on many times, folks.
Yeah.
He's looking for a monster deal on September 29th.
Okay.
So there's something going on there on the 29th.
Yeah, like you were saying, some two planets squaring and crossing.
I believe it's squaring. What happens with square? I know one thing: square is not good.
Well, squares are usually when you have certain planets align and they are square to each other.
Yeah.
It typically has a negative. Yeah. Well, you've got five core angles that you're looking at. Square, so square.
Okay.
Square is one of them. You've got
a trine's a good one.
Yeah,
right?
Trine is positive. You got opposition and square is negative. You've got trine and I forget the and then boy, how about that? I've had a brain fart.
That's all right.
That's okay. I'll come back afterwards. But in any event, so maybe that's what's going on out there, and we'll see.
That's right. And listen, folks, if you do, we have the Case-Shiller Index come out this morning.
Yeah, now that was a record percentage in the last 12 months. Right?
Yeah, bottom line, man, I'm telling you, folks, if you want if you happen to be an accredited investor and you're looking for opportunity, well, we have it right here in Pinellas County. It's probably the best opportunity in the whole country. Never mind. And it has to do with the foreclosures are still at the courthouse steps. That's what it has to do with.
Yeah.
But you can check it out. First off, you can go to our website at TFNN, and you'll see the banners for Tiger Investment Real Estate Opportunity Fund. You can just hit the banner and go over there. But I suggest you read the white paper first rather than breaking news.
For sure.
Because then you'll get a fundamental wrap on what's going on, the job picture in Pinellas County, the cash picture, the density. You'll get the whole ball of wax, So,
which is the information that you need. Either you need to do the homework yourself, folks, or you can rely on somebody else to do the homework. And
the information's right there. And I can. The one part of that information, which is just amazing, is that the tax revenue.
Yeah.
So the tax revenue, folks, in Pinellas County went over the top, and I'm talking about going all the way back from 1999.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 5 million visitors that come here.
No, that's
Big taxes. That's why we don't have to pay taxes.
And they're going to be coming down now that we're heading into our fall season.
And we don't pay state taxes, and that's a beautiful thing, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses, you stay right there. We got Kate Stalter coming up next, Victor Jones, Darryl Martin, David White, Ken Shreve, and we'll be back here.